Good morning, everyone, and peace and welcome to Monday morning meditation. I'm on Cape Cod. This is one of my dad's designs back there behind me. I've got my black dog coffee mug for all you Martha's Vineyard fans. Anyway, good morning and welcome to morning meditation. Thanks for being here this morning. Hi, Catherine, Casey, Susie, Judith. Anybody else there? Did I miss? Catherine, Casey, Susie. I knew there was one other. Hi, Susie. Good morning, everyone, again. So this morning, hey, Candyman. This morning, I have a little quote for you that comes in two parts. Hey, Chuck. Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you've built against it. That's the quote that you often see from Rumi, but it has a tag ending on it that often isn't included, and it is and embrace them. Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it and embrace them. Embrace them. So it's not so much that we're seeking the divine, we are seeking the divine. But the thing that's in between us and the divine is ourselves. I am the only thing that stands in my way. I hope that you guys can hear me this morning too. I hope that all the audio stuff is working too. I learned this a long time ago. I have to embrace the idea that I am in my own way. And once I embrace the idea that I'm in my own way, then all the barriers that I've built against the divine, they just begin to fall away breath by breath by breath. Thanks, Susie. Hey, Denise. Good morning, Wendy. So to recap, hey, my loves 3JSA, nice to meet you. Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it and embrace them. I had to embrace myself to understand that I am the one in my own way. And how do I remove the barriers? Now that I have found the barriers that are in my way, I remove them by quieting my mind. It's always the same answer. It's the thoughts of myself. It's the idea of myself that's in my way between me and God, me and source, me and, as Rumi would say, Allah. That's what centering prayer practice does. That's what silent meditation does. It removes the barriers between me and the divine. That's why I practice it. It works. It's worked for 40 years for me. It worked for people all over the world for generations to learn to quiet the thoughts. Anyway, good morning, everyone. Hey, Magic Cat. I've got my timer here. Like I said, I'm in my dad's studio. I'm on Cape Cod this morning, visiting my mom, who is doing well, by the way, given all the things that have happened in the past several years. So let's spend 20 minutes or so in meditation this morning, unless you have any questions or comments. No? Okay. One more sip of coffee because late night last night getting in here, getting down to the Cape. So here we are. And I know that there are traditions that say don't have garlic and don't drink coffee and all this kind of stuff, but I guess I'm a rule breaker. Got to have coffee in the morning in order to meditate. Got to have my head together, and I should get to my clock first. So set my timer. There we go. Got my timer set for 20 minutes. I'll see you all in 20 minutes. And if you're just joining us this morning and you don't know what you're doing, I should say to you that this is a super simple practice. My feet are on the floor. I'm in a hardback chair. I got arms on this thing. My feet are flat on the floor. I sit as straight as I can. I breathe. I use my third eye. I focus on my third eye a lot. I breathe into my belly with just my belly, not my, I don't feel I don't do that. I go, let the lungs naturally fill. And I ride my breath on my prayer. I ride my breath, not enough coffee. I ride my breath, my prayer on my breath. See, not enough coffee. I ride my prayer on my breath like a butterfly on my hand. I don't grasp it. I don't hold it. I just let it sit there. And whenever my mind wanders off like a spiral, I just simply come back to my prayer. and ride it on my breath. And I ride it up and I ride it down 10,000 times, 10,000 times, again and again. And eventually what happens is that the word falls away, the prayer word falls away, and I'm left with a focus on my breath. And in this state and in the state that follows that, where the trapdoor opens up and you fall into the place of peace, and in the three levels of this: prayer with breath and word, prayer with just breath, prayer with breath feeling like it stops. It gets so quiet. It gets so quiet. On all of those places, there's peace that grows inside oneself. There's the stripping away of one's own ego. Yes, ego being the biggest barrier, Wendy. Absolutely true. Hey, R. Fox, I heard another NDE message from God was there is no death. What does that mean? Yeah, there is no death. There's only transition. I mean, there's the process of the body ceasing to exist, to function, and then the door opens, and it's really no death. This is just a continuation. You continue on. I continued on twice. I'll continue on thrice. Anyway, so thanks, Wendy, for what you just said. Anyway, I'm going to set my timer here. I'm going to put on my mask because I got a lot of bright lights. I'll see you in 20 minutes, everybody. Here we go. Practice. When we practice together, we strengthen each other. There's this great collective thing where two or three are gathered. I am there. So we're more than three here this morning. There's a bunch of us. So I'll see you in 20. Begin with 3 ohms. Relax into your prayer. Hi, everyone. Time to come back. Open your eyes. Adjust to the light. Thank you for joining me this morning. Peace be with everybody. I'll see you on Wednesday. I should be back in my studio then. Quick trip to the Cape. Oh, good to hear, Wanda. Much needed for me today, too. Yeah, I didn't have breakfast yet this morning, Judith. Sorry about that. I could hear it too. Human being. Hey, Candyman. Thank you. And Denise, can I ask what prayer should be? Well, a simple, short prayer. Denise, something small. Lots of people use the word love. I use the word Jesus. Today, strangely, I use the word Allah. Some small word that's easily breathable, that has a spiritual meaning for you, some sort of divine significance that aims your mind and your heart at the divine. It will fall away. The word itself is merely a carrier. And what happens is that as you focus in, the word falls away and you're left only with a focus on the breath and no more thought around it. So something small with meaning for you. I've stayed with the same prayer for 40 years. And I repeat that same prayer because it burns itself in my subconscious so that then it's always present for me whenever I need it. But sometimes, once in a while, like today, I'll use a different word. Like today, I used Allah. 99% of the time, I just used Jesus. So something small, something easy. And welcome. I'm glad you're here, Denise. Candyman, good to see you. Thanks, Wanda. Hey, Harry. I still have to look up vasf.tech. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to look it up. Nice. I sort of did that. Well, that's good to hear, Denise. That's very good to hear. That was the natural thing for you to do. Smaller is better. Smaller is better. All right. Peace and love to everybody. I'll see you soon. Thanks for being here this morning. I'll see you. Peace.